you know, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Sorry I'm a little bit late tonight. I've had a couple of minor problems to deal with, not to do with WhatMap whatsoever. Nothing I can go into because it involves other people having personal problems and me helping as best as I can. You know, it's just one of those Bonbon being in a nice frame of mood, helping somebody out with some personal issues. So anyway, I'm here now, and it looks like got a couple of people just joined the stream. Hello, people have just joining in the stream. Yes, so yes, a little bit late, but it was one of those things. I mean, I could have started earlier, but real life is more important apparently, so they tell me. Right, so what have we got today? The top performing map of the moment from last week. It's going to be a good one today. Let me just pull up the workshop page for you. There we go. And that's Puli, Nantou, Mass Transit, Vanilla will be today's special. Who's there in the, who's watching live? Come on, use the chat, keep me entertained. It keeps me awake. Keeps me awake. Right, so Puli Nantou, this is by Maverick, and Maverick, we've seen a lot of things, a lot of good stuff from recently from Maverick, and today at first glance looks like it's going to be another good one. Oh, my 2 live viewers have disappeared. I'm talking to myself again. If you're watching this on catch up, I'm all on my own. Where were you? No, I'm just joking. It's fair enough. Right, so it's a mass transit map. You will need mass transit for this one. Other than that, it's vanilla realistic mass transit. All the information is there. There is a little thing in the chat down below. Somebody's asked, how can a map be vanilla and mass transit? And I mean, there is an argument for that. There are different levels of, I've said it before, different levels of vanilla. The purest vanilla isn't even what you or I would call vanilla. The purest level of vanilla is one that is required by Paradox stroke Colossal Order with the content creator packs. If they get you see the difference between a like a Teddy Radco map or a Bringer of Fire map and the maps that you see in the content creator packs. It's like toned down massively. Hi Maverick, hi. The creators in the room. I'm going to have to start behaving again. But yes, there are different levels of vanilla. Yeah, you've got your base game vanilla, which is just obviously the base game and no workshop content. You've got DLC vanilla, which is what we have today, which is no required items off of the workshop, but you do need mass transit, which is of course official content, so it is vanilla, but it's not base game vanilla. Then of course you've got Vanilla Plus, which this is also a Vanilla Plus map, because on top of vanilla it's already set for intersection marking tool, and also we have a theme mix, so you kind of need a mod for that. Render it settings, you kind of need a mod for, but you don't need them. You don't need them. This is absolutely fine to call this vanilla because the map will function in vanilla, but it's Vanilla Plus because there are other things that have been taken into consideration as well, including the theme and the LUT. I can never understand vanilla completely. Won't try to. Yeah. Anyway, the final setting is what is the purest, the truest vanilla, which is the one that you have to work to. Basically, if you imagine building a map in the editor with no mods, that level of vanilla. You can use mods clearly, but it has to be something that you could have produced in the map editor vanilla with no mods, and that's the truest level of vanilla. So they're all different levels of vanilla, but this is vanilla. You don't need any workshop content, but if you've got it, you get a bonus. Map is based on a 1-to-1 height map of Puli, a township in Nantou County in central Taiwan. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. Overall, the map is 1-to-1, except for the mountains were higher than can be made in the game, so they're smaller. I mean, let's face it, it's the most sensible reason for having smaller mountains. The game limitations. Be interesting to see whether we got the same sort of limitations in Cities Skylines 2. Who knows? Anyway, also there are no rail lines in real life. Yes, clearly. But I have added them in for gameplay, which is the best reason for adding in rail lines. Road layout is the same as in real, but some features such as rivers I took the liberty to make them according to me. Yes, Mother Nature is Maverick Nature. Buildable area is 59%. It's my first and only vanilla map. I thought, why not make one vanilla map before Cities Skylines 2 comes? And you know what? I think there's one more map left in me. Once the top 100 best maps of all time have counted down completely and I'm left with a bit of free time, I do have the tutorial series to work through. I've also got 6 video ideas, from fun to quirky. None of them are going to be huge tasks. I can probably push one out in a week with no other things to make in the week. So yeah, I'm going to have some fun stuff coming over the late summer and early autumn, as well as we've got the collaboration series coming as well. Watch out for that one. Anyway, there are already windmills placed and water pump on the lake. Connections are provided in the start tile. Just need to place a sewage. Good to know. If you use any type of tree anarchy, you will get a more detailed map. Lovely. We covered the intersection marking tool and TMPE. There's a bridge there, which if you've got Industries DLC, you can upgrade, and everything is peachy, apparently. I'll take your word for it. If you play vanilla, traffic can be a problem considering the road layout is the same as reality. Well, yes, that's the thing with reality roads. 7 road connections, 2 air, 3 rail. I did see somebody in the chat, in the comments complaining about no sea. Well, we'll have a look in a minute and see why, shall we? Visuals, we have a theme mix. We'll have a look at that in a moment, plus render it settings, which I haven't done yet, but I will do just as soon as we have a look at the when we get to them. Okay, in a second. All thanks to Teddy Radko for good old Teddy Radko. What did we do for bridges before Teddy came along? And the Map Makers Discord for the support and process. Let me know what you think. If you like my work, you can donate via PayPal, and there's your Discord link there as well. Right, let's have a look. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect much from this map. I don't like some part of this map, but it is what it is. I have one first instinctive reaction to the map, but other than that, I've not formed an opinion. I've not looked at it properly. It's just the first thing that I saw. I thought, ooh, yeah, there is that. Maverick, can't wait for my next map. Oh, yeah, don't hold your breath. It's probably going to be a doodle map. Despite me giving all this advice on the complete guide for map making, I'm probably just going to doodle a map. You know, hi Gerard, hi there, and everybody said hello to everybody else. This is nice. It's a little family, isn't it? Right, so I think that's covered all of that. Now, if I check that button, that'll bring up the theme mix. Now we have a theme mix which includes the 4K Pariah, Laviante 2.0, Glacier Fjord, Autumn theme, and Laviante LUT. Right, and then render it settings, which I guess I should do. I should do something like that. Do we think something like that? Fields I'm not proud of. Funnily enough, it was the fields. Wait, I have an instinctive response to the fields. All right. Anyway, bear with me. Render it. Options. Profiles. Import. Boosh. Render it settings have been imported. I will have to check the fog because the fog is not good. Oh, I need to share that screen with you guys, don't I? Let's bring up the game again. There we go. Right, so what I need to do is get rid of the fog. There we go. We can see the map again now. Right, so right, we are back at what do we call this map again? Whatever the map was called, Puli. Right, my first instinct with the fields, okay, is it looks like if the map was rendered in plaster, the plaster has flaked away and we've got brickwork showing through from underneath the plaster. It's kind of fun, actually, if you look at it that way. It's just, yeah, render it. It's the rendering has fallen away from the brickwork. That's how I'm seeing it. Do you know what? It's a style, okay? Cannot fault it for being a style, a stylistic choice. Right, we're in Taiwan. Indeed, welcome to Taiwan. That's where we are. Right, and Dan's Hill. Hi, Yggdrasil. Excellent. Right, let's have a look at the info screens, because info screens, we love a good info screen. Everybody loves a good info screen. Right, mountains. Not as tall as in real life, because there's a limit. If you were random 5, we would just cap the mountains off. That's what he did. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It was hilarious. So funny. Anyway, valley, river, heading off, I guess, in the seas to the north here, I guess. Anyway, that's why there's that person in the comments complaining about no shipping route. I mean, what do they want? Huh? What do they want? Anyway, resources. Okay, resources are a bit light. We've got fertile land, a bit of forestry, bit of oil. It's not a big resource map. Be interesting to see whether it's what it looks like in terms of being a detailer's map. There's enough resources, but it's not heavy. Then we've got what we got next. Sunset Harbour. If you've got Sunset Harbour, you want to do some fishing. It looks very light, doesn't it? We've got a bit of salmon. We've got a bit of anchovy. A little bit of salmon there. It's not really a fishing map. If you're on the fishing map, there are other maps. Why would you choose this one? Then shipping routes. Well, we know there's no shipping routes, but there'll be an air route, probably. There we go. Air route just loops around from point A to point B. That's fine. That's perfect. And then water flow in the start square. I don't remember where the start square is. Hang on, let's find the start square. There we go. There's your start square. Water flow in the start square. Right, so it's just this river, which is a little light. Now, Maverick did say something in the description about water pumping in place. Well, we do have pipes here, so I would agree with that. Let's have a look where they're being fed from. Up the lake, up here is where our pumping is coming from. And then we have power lines heading off to... I imagine we've got windmills. I know we got windmills. It says it in the description. Where's the power? Hang on, let me come out of this window here. Where? Oh, it's up here. Ooh, look. the ridge. So anyway, so we've got water pumping with power being fed down from the ridge. The pumping is hidden behind the hill. So if you don't like ugly pumping, that is being tucked away very nicely. I've forgotten where we were. Where was we? It was this way around, weren't we? Somewhere around about there. So there's your start square. Just got to find somewhere to put your sewage, and in that river would probably do to start you off. What you do after that is completely up to you as a city builder. Right, so somehow we need to find our way. Motorbikes absolutely driving me nuts. To the start square here. I think over here looks interesting enough. Yep. Let's head straight across the map from that direction. Not exactly sure where how this is gonna go, but it's the real life highway and road layouts being carried across by Maverick. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's me copy and pasting. Mind you, I thought I copy and pasted the correct link across. I will update that. I will update that. Sorry about that. I will update it. I thought I had the right link. Went to some effort. Never mind. Right, intersections. These Far Eastern tight intersections because of hills and mountains are magnificent. I say that because I had to build one myself for in 90-minute map attack, where I made the Darte map, which was apparently better than Bonbon Island according to the according to people's votes. Yeah, sure, the map that took me 90 minutes is better than the map that took me 100 hours, of course. But anyway, yeah, that I had to build a real tight intersection there in under 90 minutes, as well as the rest of the map, and it's an eye-opener. It really is, trying to squeeze intersections into spaces where intersections shouldn't really fit. Really good to see such work. Like, what is it, motorbikes outside at the moment? They've been driving me nuts all day, actually, to be fair. Ah, Teddy! Oh, Teddy. Teddy's in the house. Teddy Radko, the legend, the modern day legend of vanilla creative. I'm guessing this is inspired by Teddy. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Right, so we're heading down towards the start square before we do anything else. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking the way that we're using this water feature to help detail. Look at the amount of detailing effort as well. It just feels like damp and icky, you know. There's gonna be slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails in there, I feel. Anyway, intersection marking tool is in operation. Very nice. And very nice it be too. Right, I've got some coffee on the go. But yeah, it's having a look at the hills. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice theme mix. It's not my most exciting theme mix I've ever seen, but it's a nice one. Just not every theme mix can be my favourite theme mix. This is fine. It's fine. It's kind of a dryness to the hills. Kind of dryness, a kind of barrenness to the hills. That I don't know whether or not that is the case. I don't remember Taiwan having dry and it's like arid looking hills. I kind of remember them being like heavily forested, I think, from what I remember. But then I've not really looked at this. And of course, if you were to splash trees all over the mountains, that would bring the tree count right up. So there's something to be said for keeping the tree count low. And it is inspired by the area, given that we've got rail and there's no rails, so it doesn't have to be an exact one-to-one. Again, real life intersections are real life intersections. Won't be to everybody's taste, but they are exactly what they are. Ooh, is this donut proof? It looks like it is, actually. That looks high enough. Come on, stop it, Bon Bon. The question is this street lamp clipping through? It's clipping in. I don't mind it clipping in. Is it clipping through? Do you know what? No. It's perfect. Perfectly perfect. We need to take a turn off here, I think. And this might be our start square intersection. As we head down here, plenty of traffic. We are aware that there was likely to be traffic on the roads here. Thought that tree was on the road for a moment. It's not. It's just a lod. And then that brings us down to, I think, the start square. I'm going to do a double check, but I'm pretty sure this is, well, look, we've got the power lines. Why are the power lines there if it's not the start square? Nice little bits of detailing going on here with the scrubland. I love that. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done. Some talking points regarding, I mean, interesting. Oh, I'm liking the intersection marking tool use here. Talking points as to whether that would be how it'd be marked out. Probably is in real life. I'm sure it might be. It might be. But anyway, start square. That's enticing. Go for the grid city, or just go for a long river hugging city. We also have a ready built road over here, which does look, again, looks low, but that is definitely high enough. I mean, look, these cars tell you everything. Definitely not too low. Don't know what they're doing down here, mind you. Excuse me, boys. You've got other places to be. We've got the custom weirs, which I'm looking forward to checking out, but I'm saving those. I do like to start with the networking. Let's have a look at the rail. Let's start down here at, what are these things? Everybody's favourite factory. Bum, 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 bum. Right, okay. I'm smelling the possibility of... No catenary chaos. Very impressive. Very impressive. I figured there was going to be. We got away with it. And onwards on the flyover. Let's just check the rail doesn't do anything stupid like it's going to. Let's face it, when you're a creator with the skill levels that we know Maverick have got, you're not gonna put a rail in on a really good map and let it be junk, are you? Like there, the rail bridge. It's all elevated up to that point, but this part just feels like it needs to be encapsulated. And just look down here, a little bit of extra detailing on the island, a little bit of vanilla rock detailing here looks really good as well. The trees, thanks to the new vanilla trees, look amazing. Really impressed so far, actually, if I'm honest with you. I'm really impressed. Rail, straight line, good. Why would it follow any sort of other path is the question. There's nothing to force it to take any other path, so why would you? And then through the tunnel, because that makes sense. Some interesting stuff going on there. The rail pops out to say hello to the road and then pops back in and then pops back out again. There's lots of popping. That's good. What's this there? Well, let's just check the chat. Not sure about the texture with clovers, the size of the cars, but it's difficult to find a good one. So you're not wrong, Dan. You're not wrong. It's always finding balance, isn't it? Finding the balance. I wonder if Green Mountain theme by Aya would work pretty good here. It could do. It replaces the texture. Well, you've got that one. You've got the one by Mr. Miyagi as well, Mossy Mountain. He's got another one as well, I think, that would do that. But yeah, something like the Mossy Mountain theme, or as you say there, the Green Mountain theme, might add a little bit of, but as just part of the theme mix. I could. Do you know what? When we get to the end of the review, I will jump into theme mixer. I'll jump into theme mixer, and we'll swap out the cliff texture for a Mossy Mountain, just to ruin the aesthetic, you know, just to ruin it. I'm not going to do that till the end though, because this is how the map's supposed to be seen. The fields. Now, I actually don't mind these at all. I know they're not your favourite, Maverick, but I don't mind these at all. They kind of, the hedge lines blend with the forests in a way that this doesn't make this area feel completely separate. If you're going with a different sort of hedge line, this would have just stood out too proudly. Whereas with this, while it doesn't look realistic to me, it blends better. And so I kind of like it. But yeah, the whole it still looks to me a little bit like brickwork, where the rendering has dropped off the front of the map. It's quite funny. It's not a bad thing. It's just a funny thing. All right. Got some nice rivers. Good river work. Quite pleasing. The big old vanilla rocks there, doing their best to be too big, and they absolutely are. It's nobody's fault. Well, it's not our fault anyway, but they are. I mean, they're statement pieces, aren't they? These things, they're huge, absolutely mammoth. There we go. I guess they're so big you wouldn't move them, so they deserve to be there. Looks like an old field that never had the grass grow back. Yep, I can see that. Okay, soil textures. Yeah, anyway, so I'm being distracted by the chat. Let's keep looking at things on the map. Let's look at the mountains. Gone as we're over here. But like the mountains, there's kind of a rustic softness to them. If anything, but I would say because I don't know, just if anything, they kind of feel a little incomplete to me. But again, I would say that's how many trees do you want on the map and still call it vanilla. So I don't absolutely, the work that we've got with the trees running up the valleys and whatever, it does the job. It does the job. We're not going to the highest, most detailed level of anything, are we? That's the thing. Don't want it to every map have like 5,000 subscriptions. I mean, every now and then it's nice, but not every map. Anyway, yep, that's all good. Now, let's have a little look at this ravine that has got some really good networking on here. It's very sweet. With a little weir. We've got a few weirs on the map. Let's check out the weir. Oh, that is very sexy. That is... Look at this. Okay. What have you done there? I can see that this is the trench. But what have you... What is this that you put over? I'm trying to work out what that is. It's not from the dam, is it? It can't be from the... I want to know. I'm not going to deconstruct it now, though. But I want to know. I'll be doing that in my spare time, and so should anybody else. That... Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. I figured it out. It's a DLC, but vanilla DLC, and it's available to all, I think. No, sorry, not DLC. Yeah, bridge. That's what it is. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Yeah, gravel path pillars. There you go. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, bridge. The gravel path pillars, that's what that is. That's a brilliant idea. Not seen that before. That is a brilliant idea. Yeah, I'll go and deconstruct it in a minute as well. Oh, wow. That was really good. That was really, really good. Right, okay. We've got some... Those motorbikes. Another one. Number 2. Oh, go away. I'm streaming. They don't care, do they? They do not care. Clearly not subscribers. Right, so... Or maybe they're hurrying home to watch the show. Here we go. It's like it's just a little... Oh, we have water flowing through. Look at the way it's been done, though. The water's dropping in through the open vents. that is okay. This bit here, slightly less believable, but what do you want? What do you want from Maverick? I'm just really liking this. That is spectacular. And of course, the rock and moss detailing leading up, with a couple of, well, I mean, I reckon the logs are probably part of the rock asset there. But that is just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Maverick, you've got a brilliant. All right. That's a Paul Hollywood handshake right there. Yeah. Right. So, oh yes, there's that silly bridge, isn't there? There's a silly bridge. BonBon versus Hell's Angels. Yeah, I'll take them all on. I'll take them all on. Right, so anyway, Teddy Radko inspired bridge, if not a Teddy Radko bridge. It's, I mean, I don't know what to say, really. It's solid. Doesn't look like it's going to fall over at any point. Standards are absolutely peachy, even peachy. It's a nice little statement. Vanilla bridge, vanilla plus bridge or something. Oh, love it. Very, very nice. You're seeing so many great things, Gerard. Oh yes. Hope the water behaves better in CS2. I hope not. What am I going to make tutorials on if we got perfect water? Right. Okay. So we've seen the entire map. We haven't seen. I'm now going to completely butcher the mountains. Oh, not that one. So, what have we got on the mountains at the moment? Cliff texture. What is the current cliff texture? Mind you, I can just load in the theme again, can't I? Right. Okay, we can load in the theme again. What did you suggest, Teddy? What was your suggestion? To hell with the tutorials. It'll save me a lot of time. They're an absolute freaking nightmare. Right, okay. Mossy Mountain. Right, so that was my instinct for, again, for the mountain theme. Don't think that looks much better, but how about we just switch the entire thing to Mossy Mountain? I'll switch it all back in a second. Right, select theme. So we're completely losing the theme now. So that is the Mossy Mountain theme. So we've still got the same kind of vibe with the fields. That still looks good. The hills, they're greener, basically. Was it Mossy Hill? Don't have... Green Mountain. Green Mountain. Okay, that's definitely a theme. Good. Green Mountain map theme. There we go, and that will give you the Green Mountain map theme, which is definitely more dramatic. Don't think it works so well with the, mind you, the LOD trees. The distance trees don't really, the foreground trees with the extra detail do work quite nicely, but these I don't know if they really fit. But that is strong. But I kind of like Mossy Mountain, but at the end of the day, it was just a thought, and just out of interest. There you go. That's a Germany theme, just because we're here. Right. Okay. Let's load back in the Puli theme. There we go. We're back to where we were. And I'm going to find somewhere to set up the camera down. As we've seen most of the map, I don't think we've missed much. We do have a couple of like little extra rivers off on the edge of the map that we haven't looked at there. This one here, which interplays with the intersections and the rail line. Oh, didn't look at this. This little rail bridge here. There we are with the very nicely done little quay there. It's all good, isn't it? Right, so let's find an angle. Oh, hang on. Is that... Have I still got the Mossy Mountain theme on that? Need to revert the cliff texture. Thank you. Yes. The moors are still added. Yes, indeed. Right, so, yeah, you're quite right. What was the cliff texture? What was the cliff texture? I do not know. What were the other textures altogether? So it's either... It could be Laviante 2 and Glacier Fjord. Laviante 2 2.0. Laviante 2.0. Down here. Oh my goodness me. I'll just do that, it'd be quicker. Laviante 1. Laviante 2.0. That's the one. There we go. We're back. That's how it should be. Right. Sorry about that. You're quite right. Thanks, Dan. Hulk theme. That's funny. Oh, thanks, Cross Rider. That's a good one. The live oaks mismatch the colour. Yeah, I agree with that. More trees. Yeah, but you have to watch your limits, really, don't you? Right, so let's give this thing some scores. Aesthetically, hang on, let me just check the time there. Right, aesthetically, it's fine actually. I'm not a big fan of the cliff textures, but I don't hate them. For me, the mountains shape-wise are probably a 4-star. With the theme is probably high 3, middle to high 3 for the mountains, but the map is more than just the mountains. I actually, bizarrely, stupidly, I love the fields. I think the fields work really well on this map. Given that kind of render falling off the land to show you the fields under. It's a weird thing, and I think it works really, really well, especially with the trees that we've got kind of merging in with the forests. I think it surprisingly works. I'm going to go 4 stars, but I've got to go towards the lower end. We have got some very nice rivers. We've got some very nice featurettes. The overall aesthetic and the overall map design. The overall map design is very strong. The overall aesthetic is good. It's just the mountains are, for me, holding it down a little bit. So I'm going, yeah, get rid of those fields and it's 5. I doubt it. I like the fields. I think, look, let me just, for those people that might have just joined, right? You look at this map, right? The mountains are okay. These lowland hills are quite nice. Got some nice little rivers, but nothing so bold and strong. I mean, it's not like there's a river along here where you go, my eye is drawn to this completely. They are incidental rivers done to a very nice standard. But without the fields, this is just a meh map. The fields add focal points and there's something about them. Look, I'm a fan. I know you might not be. You made them, but I am. Right. So anyway, low 4 for aesthetics. Detail. Hang on. Let me get some caffeine in me. That'll help. Might bump your score up a bit. Right. Detail. Those weirs. Oh, loving the concept. The execution's very good. I'm not saying 5 stars for execution because the way that the water doesn't want to play. That's not really your fault, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether it's your fault or not. If the water doesn't want to play, it's not perfect. So I'm not saying they're 5-star weirs, but I absolutely adore them. And if Teddy Radko is the bridge man and Bringer of Fire is the dam man, then you are now the weir man. Loving, like I say, going back to the fields, that would count as detailing, and for me they work really well. The rivers are excellent. The tree work, tree painting, the way it's been, pulls the whole map together, that's all excellent work as well. Again, the mountains, what can we do? I'm going to go medium high 4. Medium high 4. All told. Not. Oh, bloody hell. And that wasn't a motorbike. That was somebody who's got a V8 in a bloody mini metro. I need to move. It's getting to me. It's getting to me. Weird man. You said it. Oh, man. Yeah, you got your own title. It's excellent. Anyway, gameplay. I don't know, actually. I do not know. I was so taken back by some of the design work on the map, which is undeniably strong. Right, start square. This is where I'm lost again. Which way round was the map? It's here. Start square is here. Right. What's this? Please go away. Oh, it's just going to sit there. Ignore it, okay? Ice. Sorry. Snowy mountains, glacier ice. No P. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Right, okay, there's no P. Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you want from a map, but secondary tiles look very good. Got a farming tile for a secondary tile if you want to go off that way. Coming up this way is good. Plenty of... Oh, look, it's 4 stars. It's a rock solid 4 stars. Could be higher, but by our own admission, we probably will have traffic flow problems because real life road networks, but let's go a smidgen below middle 4. A smidgen below middle 4. There we go. 4, 4 and 4. No P. Yes, there's no P because somebody has already taken the bit. Yeah, no one. Yeah. I tried to beat myself out there and nearly failed. Anyway, what do we think? What do we think in the chat? Am I about right with 444? Seal of approval. Ooh, let's think. If it doesn't get a seal of approval, it's going to be one of the highest rated maps not to get a seal of approval. This is the thing. Reasons for the seal of approval. Lovely little rivers. Great little weirs. Plenty of buildable space. I think... Go on, you can have it. It's borderline. It's the only thing that's holding me back on it is... I would say the mountains are not winning me over. I haven't provided you with an answer in terms of Mossy Mountain being better. I don't think Mossy Mountain is better. I think it's different. It's an option. It's not the answer. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to say, yeah, BonBonB seal of approval, but it's the Weas that have done it. Okay, without the Weas, there was no seal of approval. It was worth it. You gave Maverick a custom name. That's worth something. Yes, I take back the seal of approval. No, I don't. Oh no, yeah, it's all good. What have we got going on there? Funny enough, there, true to real life location. You regret the fields, but you get points for them. Do you know what? This is the thing. It's right up there again. It's right up there with my maps, Darte and Bonbon Island. Right, Darte, it's fine. Right, it's a map that was made in 90 minutes, and it's fine. And then Bonbon Island, which is a far superior map that is rated lower, and it's like, well, Maverick doesn't like his fields, but I do. It just goes to show what's good for the goose isn't always good for the gander. Get rid of those limits. That's why you need good tree control. Yeah, lots of things, lots of mods, and of course, a new game coming soon. Anybody heard about that new sequel to the City Builder? Oh, there's going to be lots coming up. We've got the Cities Skylines 2 o'clock. I need to contact this week's guests, so I'm going to do that in a minute via Discord and make sure they're available this week. So yeah, plenty of things for me to be getting on. We will be doing the second map review in, I don't know, as short a time as it takes me to load up a new map. Now, the second review this week is Seaview Heights by Snackosaurus. Do like Snackosaurus's work. They've got a very specific style. They're clean. They've got a good vision. I've only seen the screenshots of Seaview Heights so far. I'm hoping that it's as good as the screenshots. It's an interesting map, if nothing else. We'll be doing that live on this channel. The link will be over on BonBonB. Sorry, not on BonBonB. Over on patreon.com/BonBonB. You won't find it directly through YouTube, but you will. You don't need to be a BonBon buddy. You just need to go over there, refresh the main page, and the link will pop up as soon as I am live, which will be hopefully within the next 30 minutes. So anyway, that was a good one. I've thoroughly enjoyed it today. So thanks, Maverick. Make modded maps indeed, and yeah. Oh, I mean, yeah, the best vanilla map makers. Your Sideyes, your Bringers. Why could I not think of any other vanilla map makers? Oh, how about Sandite Spartan 117? Let's not forget Sandite Spartan. These guys, they know how to manipulate vanilla to the next level. So yes, you're off to bed, Dan. Yeah, you'll be able to watch the second review tomorrow. It'll still be up there. You just need to find it through patreon.com/BonBonB. Another bloody motor. Oh, Isu's here. Hi, Isu. We're just finishing. We're just finishing. But yes, there'll be another one along in about half an hour. Another motorbike. Oh my god, I reckon there's some bleaking motorbike show or something in town. All the Hells Angels are in town. It's absolutely... Bring back the Melody Deluxe, you know? The little girly motorbike from the 1980s. I like them. They're quiet. Drat. That's hilarious. Oh, yes, indeed. Sandite Spartan. Just... What a creator. What a creator. Taking the base game maps and just upgrading them to how they should have been. Anyway, that is it from me for today, or for the first stream. I'll see some of you a little bit later on. Thanks, Dan, Gerard, Isu, Maverick, Teddy. Who else have we had today? Dan, Crossrider. Thanks, Crossrider, if you're still here. And anybody who was earlier in the stream I might have missed. If I have, I'm sorry. Gaming Ages. Yep, thanks to you. I think that's probably everybody. If I missed you and you're watching, I'm sorry. You can join me again a little bit later on and I'll give you a shout out then. So yeah, no, thank you, Maverick, for the map. Thank you so much. Scored a little higher than you expected. It's a good map. Just like I say, if anything, it's just like the the mountains are a little bit meh. Little bit. Just in the theme. I think the shape is good. But there we go. It is what it is. Anyway, that's it. I'll see some of you a little bit later. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.
Come here now, girl.